Is the American dream of homeownership completely out of reach here in Utah? Today, I'm taking an in-depth look at the Utah housing crisis. Home prices in Utah have soared by 300%, and 40% of residents feel that their financial situation is deteriorating. With a projected shortage of 153,000 homes by 2030, the American dream for many who live here is being threatened. I know it's been tough for many of you, feeling like the dream of homeownership is slipping away. But I want to share some hopeful news and insights about what's being done to turn things around. And I'll answer some of the most pressing questions for those of you who want to buy a house here in Utah. Let's start with Governor Spencer Cox, who has been vocal about Utah's housing crisis. He's pushing for change with a $150 million initiative, which he outlined in this post on X. This highlights his plan to build 35,000 starter homes for first-time homebuyers by 2028. That should at least alleviate some of the pressure. In a recent article by Desert News, Governor Cox sounded the alarm that there will be dire consequences without housing reform. In a room filled with state lawmakers, housing professionals, and etc., Cox said, "A foundation of the American dream is owning property. Whenever I say that home prices in Utah will continue to increase, inevitably, someone tells me that I'm wrong and that home prices must come down because they're unaffordable for too many people. I even get accused of being part of the problem, pushing home prices higher. I promise you, I'm not that powerful. And in all honesty, I would be ecstatic if home prices came back down. But unfortunately, as this chart from Demand More Supply shows, home prices in Utah are up 300% since 2001 because there are not enough homes to meet demand. No doubt, we are in a severe housing crisis. The Kem Gardner Policy Institute modeled Utah's population growth, which estimates a shortage of 153,000 homes through 2030. Damn! It has been tough, I know, but the good news is there's a major effort underway to address this issue, and it at least appears that Cox is serious about fixing it. In another post on X, he said, housing is no longer a policy issue, it's become a moral issue. He went on to say that's more than just solving supply and demand. It's about making sure the American dream is still within reach for our kids and our grandkids. Obviously, the government can't solve all of our problems, and really, we don't want them to. But policy changes can make a huge difference, and I, for one, appreciate the effort. Another part of the plan includes using federal lands for housing development, which could be a game changer. And there's a growing consensus among leaders that we need to act right now. A recent survey showed that the number one worry for Utah residents is housing affordability. As I mentioned earlier, nearly half of Utahns feel that their financial situation is getting worse due to housing costs. But it's a major concern for Generation Z, with 63% feeling the pinch. Obviously, making homes more affordable is a worthy cause, and we should do what we can to ensure the American dream is still within reach for future generations, providing fairness and opportunity for all. And in case you haven't heard, we will also be receiving help on a national level. President-elect Donald Trump said this:
I will also sign an executive order directing the immediate termination of every single unnecessary rule that is impeding housing construction and driving up the costs of housing. Government regulations are responsible for more than 25% of the cost of a new single-family home and 40% of the cost of multifamily homes. And we're going to end all of that. I have been a builder my entire life. I understand the problem, and I will fix it. I know how to fix it. Nobody else is going to figure it out. My objective will be to cut the cost of building a new home by 30 to 50%.
Trump policies could drastically increase your chance of buying a house. When you're done watching this video, I recommend you watch Will Trump Make Homes More Affordable? Look for the link below. If you're serious about buying a home, it's important to stay engaged because you never know when your window of opportunity will open. And it's a fact that those who set goals and stay focused are far more likely to find what they seek. And when housing becomes more affordable, whether it's lower prices, decreasing mortgage rates, or whatever, often the early bird gets the worm. Truth is, those who are actively engaged and ready to jump at a moment's notice usually get the best deals on the best houses. If you're wanting to buy a house here in Utah and you have questions, or you're not sure if you qualify yet, or whatever, give me a call. I can help you get on the path of homeownership and likely shorten your time frame for buying a house. Here's a fun story for you. A few months ago, I had a young couple call me. They're depressed because they had scrimped and saved every penny, paid off most of their debt, and had good credit. But after speaking to a lender, the monthly mortgage payment for a house was just too high. This made me happy. And no, I don't get joy from other people's pain. I was delighted because I knew of a home builder in the area where they wanted to buy a house that had just reduced their prices on some of their quick move-in homes. And they were offering a crazy incentive. The builder was also offering a mortgage rate in the 4s. So I was blessed to help this young couple purchase a brand spanking new home with a monthly payment that they could easily afford. And I did my happy dance. As a new home construction expert here in Utah, I'm often aware of these incredible deals. So who knows, maybe you qualify to purchase a house. Okay, so earlier this year, for the second time in 2 years, US News named Utah the #1 place to live in America. As a state, Utah ranked in the top 10 for crime and corrections, economy, education, fiscal stability, and infrastructure. Because there are so many great things happening here in Utah, we have seen a massive influx of people relocating to the state. Utah also consistently has one of the highest birth rates in the nation. With so many people arriving to Utah on a daily basis, it's imperative that we focus on building affordable housing. More homes will stabilize prices so more people can afford to live where they work. And that boosts everything from local businesses to job creation. It's about building a community where everyone can thrive, not just survive. So while we're in the midst of this crisis, there's a collective push towards a solution that could make the dream of homeownership a reality again. Remember to watch Will Donald Trump Make Homes More Affordable? Look for the link to my recommended videos below. If you're looking to buy, sell, or build a home here in Utah, I get contacted all the time. Please feel free to call or text me with your questions. I'd love to meet you, and I'm honored to serve you. For everyone else, please feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you have a friend or a family member looking to buy a home here in Utah, you can easily text this video to them. And please, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and ring the bell to be notified each time I post new videos. Also, you can find me on Instagram at Ty, the Real Estate Guy. If you found this helpful, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to ring that little bell below. It'll make you feel good.